I try to think of a reason to do this, to make these videos. I have this like feeling where I want to do it. I want to talk. I want to connect with people. But I guess I am kind of selfish. I don't really want to talk to people that don't think like this. I mean, that aren't honest. I don't care how you think, really, but you have to be honest with yourself. So many people are just so content with lying to themselves about everything. You lie to everybody about what you're doing, why you're doing it. You probably deep down inside know that you're doing it for bad reasons, and that's why you would lie. But why do we have these things that we want to do that are bad? Why would somebody want to use somebody else? Well, because they don't want to have to do it themselves. But it's looking to me like we don't even really have to do it ourselves. If you don't want it, then don't do it. So it's like you don't need to pick cotton, but you're gonna have a bunch of people picking cotton. So you can sell cotton to people that need cotton, and then, I mean, what's the point in all that? You don't even need to sell the cotton. Why? Why sell the cotton? Then you wouldn't need anybody to pick it. If you want cotton, you go pick it yourself. If you want cotton on a regular basis, you sustain it and manage it. Oh, but we couldn't have everything all together. Things are wild. Instead of us making everything work for us so much, why don't we just help it to work for itself? The carrots, the corn, all that stuff. We don't need to force it to do anything. We just help it. Give it an area that can sustain it. Help it flourish. And then just leave it there and let it flourish. The natural things will come and do the things that they do, and we could come there and harvest it in a regular way. I mean, there'd be an abundance of it. Then you wouldn't even have to really work. You basically just have like a store to go to where you go to this corn growing, and you get the amount that you need. You can even manage it so much as to keep it at the amount that you need. But I don't know, I'd have extra for the animals and for other people who came by. It's a totally different life, though. You see, I talk about it, and sometimes people talk back to me about it. It's usually in a negative way, like, oh, we couldn't do it because of this and that. People were bad. people want to use each other and this and that, and I don't buy it. I don't even buy that people are good. People aren't good, people aren't bad. You're just a people. And the things that you experience along your way leads you to different experiences. Different experiences. Coming at of one thing from one direction will give you this opinion. Coming at one thing from another direction will give you that opinion. They can be of the same thing, but from different angles. They could look like, well, they would be interested in different things. Everybody wants to live, I guess. Guru! Come on! Let's go back. Like, I'm always, well, the way I see it now, I'm always going to know that the Earth is not a planet. Everybody that says that it's not a planet says it's flat, so I think it's flat. Well, not everybody. Some people, I mean, these people are just guessing. These people that, oh, I see a map on the moon. That's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. There would be whatever. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm looking right there. You can't see it on the thing, but I can see Mount 4 Acre and I can see Mount Denali. Yesterday when I went for my drive and my walk, I drove about 40 miles south. So that's an extra 40 miles, and if this is 135 miles, so that's just about 200 miles, and I could see it plain as day. It looked the fucking same size and everything. I mean, I don't know. I don't really care. All this stuff, I mean, turn on the TV. Not for your information, but for your edification, I guess. You're gonna see all these little stories and things, all these problems that they say that we have, and you're gonna have to have an opinion on how to fix these problems, you know? It's a never-ending thing. It's part of the bullshit that they do. If it's not happening in front of you, or gonna happen in front of you, I don't know. Is it really your concern? Those people in Texas, I mean, sure, if they're coming here, then that might be an interesting thing for you, but like, all these people crossing the border in Texas, I don't understand. Why would they want to do that? Why would they want to come here? Because where they are is so poor. But they come here, they're going to be poor. Yeah, but we'll give them money. Yeah, okay. But that, we don't give them very much money. We give them enough money so that they can just be poor. So it's kind of like, where would you like to be poor? And they all come from places where they're from. So if you spoke a certain language and you were poor, but you had two options, you could be poor where they speak the same language as you, or you could be poor where they speak a different language. I don't know. It's kind of stupid to go where you can't talk to anybody. And I don't mean by their standpoint, I mean by your own standpoint. Like, have you ever been somewhere like that? It's not like unbearable, but it takes its toll. You will either change it or you're gonna be alone. Isolation is no fun, and when you're isolated with people all around you, that's damaging too. And that's what they do to people that talk about things like I talk about. Everybody is locked into this. We live on a planet. The politicians are trying to help you. It's just that we have to vote to make it fair. And more people feel different about this subject than you do. So we're going to have to do it their way. You know, everybody wants to just believe that that's the way to go. Those things, like you go to the doctor and they treat your symptoms. Everything is just weird. Why would you want? Is it because you could be rich? You guys, none of you are rich in this fucking system, this money system, this using everybody else system. It's just a fucking trick. Money is really, it's worth whatever you want it to be worth. Whatever you can get everybody else to agree that it's worth. But not even that. There's a small group of people that can say how much money is worth. Here it goes. I'm not telling you how it is. I'm telling you how I see it. And you guys can say, yeah, I see it that way too. Or no, I don't see it that way. I see it a different way. I don't even mind hearing. So, all this stuff, if somebody wanted to know, I tell you about my corporate adventure. I wasn't like a pencil pusher, but I worked for a big company and it sucked. It sucked. Everybody was conniving and backstabbing. It was a horrible place. Everybody was trying to do as little work as they can and get as many other people to do things. Nobody would own up for any kind of mistakes. They would always just be like, oh, it's his fault, it's his fault. bad attitudes, thinking that they're above each other. It was come on, we're going up the hill. It was a horrible place. And then when I made an effort to advance myself in it, because I thought that was the path I was going to be wanting, certain people stopped me and held me down and this and that, and pretended this and pretended that, and then I stuck it out. They bring fools in, and then when I would complain about the fools, nothing would be done. And then they had to lie about me, make stuff up, and fire me. You have no security anywhere. You've been saving in your 401k the whole time. You're like, oh, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna spend my life in relaxation, and hurry up. And then the economy crashes and there's nothing. Come on, hurry up. Hurry. Hurry. I'm by people, so I'm gonna just stop it, but I don't know, maybe somebody has something to talk about. There's so much, and it's such a general everything, you know? It could be anything, so I don't have a focus right now. But if you do, let's talk about it.